Hello YouTube and welcome back to the Drunken Kobold. Recently my local game store moved locations, and when they did, they moved to a bigger location, but moving the old store dredged up a lot of older product that has been laying around for quite some time. I actually found a brand new copy of Book of Vile Darkness and Book of Exalted Deeds from 3rd edition that I managed to scoop up for a really good deal because they've been sitting on my local game store shelf for 19 and 18 years respectively. But while I was digging around, I managed to find this. An unopened brick of Monster Menagerie II. So while I am waiting for stuff to come in to review on the channel, we're going to open this bad boy up for you guys today, and hopefully you enjoy it. All right, so here is Monster Menagerie II brick. I have not pre-opened it, so this may be a little loud for opening. I do apologize. I actually have never bought any figures from Monster Menagerie II, I don't think. If I have, it's most likely my White Dragon Wormling miniature, but other than that, I don't think I've bought anything from this set. A lot of the miniatures in this era weren't painted well, so I just resorted to buying miniatures I needed rather than getting whole bricks and cases of miniatures. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's open this up here. So that way I could just get what I needed and not get a bunch of minis that I didn't like. Before opening this, I went through the list though. Oh, we'll move these to the side actually. There we go. And we'll do these one at a time. But I looked through the list of what was in Monster Menagerie II before doing this video, and there's actually some ones that I'm really eager to hopefully pull here, so fingers crossed. Alright, so our little guys are a giant rat, which is actually one of the ones I wanted, strangely enough. A bugbear. Galad-dur. He looks kind of like an earth elemental. And then our big mini is a black pudding. Oh, sorry. I actually like that you can sit a miniature in the pudding if need be. It's actually a really cool pudding. Alright, so we'll put the small guys there. Alright, and we'll put the pudding that way too. Alright, what's next here? The one I'm hoping for is more giant rats, a beholder, and the dragons in this set. The dragons are the ones that I want the most though. So we have an orc. I actually got some orc skeleton promos recently, so that's pretty cool. I'm not having luck with all this bubble wrap. A bugbear variant. This one does not have the helmet. And, ooh, a ghast. That'll come in handy, I think. I think Boneyard had some ghasts, but I'm not 100% sure. And then our large mini is a hippogriff. I can't say I'm disappointed about that. I actually like the hippogriff, but I don't have much need for a hippogriff at the moment, so some assembly required. There we go. These, you know, they're not the best paint jobs, but these are actually a lot better than what I'd expected from like what I've seen from this era of WizKids Minis, so maybe I'm just getting like lucky with paint jobs today. Oh, hello. That is a very nice miniature. We're gonna have to be very careful taking that. All right. So we have a Sahuagin mini. These are, I believe, getting a reprint in the Ghosts of Saltmarsh board game that's coming out, and maybe in the Saltmarsh boosters that are supposed to be coming as well. A hobgoblin. Okay, so this is an example of what I mean of like a not well painted miniature at all. No facial features, no details. The armor isn't bad. Like, yeah, the armor's not bad, but the skin and everything of this, it's just blobs of red. So yeah, that's an example of what I was talking about these paint jobs not necessarily being the best or good. Oh, we got it. One of the ones I'm after. Let's get this guy here. Kobolds! Who does not love kobolds? Alright, now this one has a winding on it. So just give me a sec here to unwind this guy. There we go. And we have an Androsphinx mini. So we'll put the peg in his belly, put peg in the stand, and voila, Androsphinx. I believe I have an old Androsphinx from DDM era, but I like this one a lot better. So I'm just noticing actually now with the Hippogriff mini is that the legs are a little warped. So I'm gonna need to give that the rear legs are a little warped. So I'm gonna have to give that a hot water treatment to get that all fixed up. All right. Take a look at what's next. Like I said, I really want to pull a dragon today. A dragon would be really nice, along with more kobolds and more giant rats. Alright, so our big miniature, we're doing this one a little backwards, is a warg. An elf fighter. This one actually, like paint job wise, it actually reminds me of like the D&D basic games that they released in 3.5 and 3rd. Like the paint jobs are just really, really cartoony. So, oh, this is cool. I have a few gnolls from one of the predetermined boosters, but that gnoll just is gnarly. I really want to touch up that blood on his chest. Like that is just, That is a super cool mini. And what do we got for our last medium guy? A human cleric. I actually really like the paint job on this guy. That is actually really cool. Alright. It is hotter than hell in my house today. And I'm deciding to try and do housework today too. So I'm like sweating bullets trying to get through this. Not cooking anything today. It is cold food all day until I go out for dinner tonight. Somebody else can cook hot food. All right, we have another variant orc. So we've got a variant bugbear and a variant orc, as well as their regular minis. Oh, this is absolutely beautiful. Human wizard. That is an absolutely gorgeous mini. I'm actually gonna set that one to the side because I'm actually thinking of playing a human wizard in my upcoming game, so. And a second human cleric. So our first double of the set. And our big mini is a Planetar Angel. All right, now this one is on a, this one has a warped, not a warped, but a bent. So I think this goes right here between the wings. And then he goes on the base like that. There we go. I think that's my first Celestial mini. I think I have a couple Demon minis, but I don't have any Celestials. So that actually makes me really happy. All right, our large mini is an Iron Golem. See, and this is like yet another example of, you know, the not so nice paint jobs of this set. He's literally just painted silver and then touched with reds. Like there's like no tones here or anything. It's just, yeah, not, that one's not a good paint job. All right, let's see what we have here. A Tiefling Warlock. Okay, so yeah, once again, not exactly a good mini. Like the clothing was well painted in that, but the skin and the faces is just meh, kind of lame actually. So, all right, let's take a look here. Drow Elite Warrior. I actually have quite a few Drow minis because I bought the Dungeon Command set for Drow. So it'd be kind of cool to add her to the set. And a half-orc barbarian that, compared to the orcs we have and the humans we have, looks kind of small. Scaling on that one did not turn out well, and it definitely looks more human than orc in that half-orc sense. But yeah, good barbarian miniature, I guess. The other ones we're looking for are the invisibles. If we pull invisibles, that's good too. Alright, so we got a Bullywug, the frog guys. Don't really have much use for him. So he'll probably just sit in the shelf for eternity collecting dust. Oh! We got one of the invisibles. I don't know if you can see it, but we got one of the invisibles. It is actually for our Drow. So that is really cool that we actually got the invisible for one of the minis that we were aiming for here. Really excited for that. And then we have a Goblin. Boblin the Goblin. I have a pretty fair variety of Goblin miniatures now. So I don't know what use he'll be, but I'm sure he'll see some play on the field at some point. And then a clay golem. So, kind of excited for that. And he actually kind of looks like just a chunk of clay, so you can forgive that paint job for being kind of lame. Finally figured out that all that red on the iron golem is rust. Can't believe it just took me that long to figure that out. Alright, so last box, guys. Last box. Alright, we got a second kobold. Always love kobolds on this channel. That is an elf fighter. Yep, we have one of those already. So that is our, let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this one's just a straight up repeat. I think, yeah. Because we got our Saugen. I think this one is like the exact same that we got when we got the last Warg. I'll have to go back and watch, but I think this is like a mini for mini duplicate pack there. So we'll move our wizard back to the forefront there. So yeah, these are the miniatures that we pulled from the brick. I think they're actually pretty cool. Some of them have some lackluster paint to them, but some of these are ones I've wanted to get for a while. Some kobolds. Drow are good. Like I said, I'm really excited for these guys to get reprinted, so we'll see how that turns out. The ooze, the planetar. So there's some really cool stuff here that I've been wanting to add to the collection. A couple doubles, but nothing too bad. So did you enjoy this brick opening? I wouldn't mind doing more of them in the future if this is something you guys are into. Let me know in the comments down below. If you feel I deserved it, please leave a like and consider subscribing. In the meantime, cheers, and may your rolls be with you.